Phelim, how are you? Thank you for showing up today.
Well, I'm great. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. It's good to see you. Good to talk to you.
And I've got a cat here.
All right.
So,
Yeah,
Meow.
I have a cat. I have a cat with a broken leg.
oh,
Oh.
no.
So he's very needy at the moment. So people will have to actually let's have time for his cameo. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, baby.
we don't have to see it.
I want to
It's
see the
okay.
kitty.
Oh.
What's the
Look at
kitty's
his
name?
leg. Look at the leg.
Oh. What
That's
happened?
a pin.
What
We do
happened?
not know. Actually, you know what happens?
Softball.
Anne left me for 24 hours. Anne is in a secret location in Ireland. She left the house, and within 24 hours, the cat went missing. And then 48 hours came back with a broken leg. So, as she says, I had one job and I messed up.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Yeah, you're in trouble. So now you have to watch it and heal it and be 24-hour care. Poor thing.
Oh.
All right. Well, okay. Sorry to hear that. Anyway, back to My Son Hunter and the video on Venice Beach. I was interested. I wonder how many people, when you edited that, how much hit the cutting room floor of people calling those paintings agonizing?
100. People said interesting a lot, right? People were very nice. People said interesting. Actually, people said interesting, abstract. One woman did say she would pay $1,500 for
Wow.
it, but that was the exception. It was
Yeah.
always the maximum was $300.
Yeah. Most.
But really, it was always around 50 or 100 or 150.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it
and
was-
and to be fair, $50 is probably a fair price. Probably, for that particular piece of artwork. Not $50.
if it's framed, come on. If it's
I was going to say,
framed.
yeah, it's got to be framed. Yep, absolutely. You and I are thinking along the same lines.
I could see you go for 75 or 100 if it was framed. I mean, you can see it in a hotel lobby, by the way, or in a hotel room.
Yes, absolutely. Or the doctor's office, the waiting room. No problem. It's all part of the
bathroom.
Yeah,
That thing
it's all-
belongs in a bathroom.
It's all part of that. So, Phelim, how are things going with MySonHunterMovie.com? I mean, we have the laptop that continues to give and give and give. You've already got to have about 1,000 rewrites to your script. And, I mean, it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
That is funny you should say that, actually, because the actor that we're hoping to get Lawrence Fox to play Hunter Biden. We've talked about that before. And he wrote to me the other day. He says, you have to have stuff in the script about the art, right? Because
Right.
it's just good. And you don't want to be chasing the news either, right? You want to be telling a story,
Correct.
but sometimes you just can't help with a great story, right? And so yes, funny enough, I spent last weekend with the writer rewriting some scenes to incorporate the artwork. I mean, and what do you do? I mean, so the artwork. I mean, obviously there was always tension between the father and the son. I mean,
Yeah.
as we spoke to a famous Hollywood director who will remain anonymous because he's a conservative, and I remember saying to him, would you help us? And he said, I'm too busy. I said, well, what do you think about the story? And he goes, at some stage, at some level, Hunter hates his father, right?
Wow,
I mean,
yeah.
why was the laptop there for a year? Hunter's was never the perfect son. Bo was the perfect son.
Correct.
There's a tension. There's a King Lear style tension between the two of them, and so I bet Joe doesn't really rate Hunter's art. Probably for good reason. But I bet you Joe does see the opportunities there for money laundering, for bribery,
Sure.
for paying the big guy without anyone knowing who's paying the big guy.
Well, this is what they have had between them for years, right? Is
Yes.
that payoff that he's the middleman?
Yeah.
People can go through Hunter and get to Joe, and he at least trusts Hunter enough to be that middleman, to be the person that says yes or no to who he needs to see.
Yeah, and what kind of father does that? I mean, Hunter, as we've said before, the My Son Hunter movie is not going to be making fun of Hunter's addictions, right? But Hunter is an addict, by any definition. And what kind of father looks at his addict son and says, rather than how can I help my son, it's I can use him as my bag man. I can use him as my filter for bribes.
Right.
Mm.
It's very weird and very sad, but the media should be all over this. I mean, Hunter Biden just feeds them line after line after line. Like Saturday Night Live should be
Yeah.
there's
Oh
artwork.
my gosh, yes. I mean, there's so many bits coming out, and that's really what as I was looking at the story, just the stories that were this week, obviously between the artwork, but they talked about how Hunter had helped remove profiles from Facebook through his dad. Talked about how he had set up through his dad. All this laptop just keeps giving and giving. And you're right. For him to leave the signature match, for him, hurts his denial of, I don't know, it might be a Russian hack. I don't know. I don't know if it's my computer or not. I mean, for him to just leave that and make it available has got to be another way of him trying to get even with his dad treating him so bad, and for him not being Bo.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a great movie, by the way. It's King Lear, and Shakespeare knew a thing or two about drama.
Yeah.
That's why he wrote King Lear, and and Hollywood should be all over this story. I mean, my God, they made the Comey Rule, which was a $40 million miniseries about the Russia hoax, only they
Yeah.
weren't as a hoax. So Hollywood should be all over this. The media should be all over this. They're not. That's why we're making the movie, and that's why we had it crowdfunded. And I wouldn't do it any other way. But boy, as I always say, if Hollywood did its job and the media did their job, I'd be unemployed.
So, as speaking of the crowdfunding, if you wanted to donate and help get this movie made, you can go to mysonhuntermovie.com and donate your little heart out. How's that going? How is the donations of people's little hearts coming?
Very well. I mean, we're at $1 million now. Actually, we're just under $1 million, and if when we hit 1 million, someone is going to give us a bonus of 25,000. So, well, I think we've another $1,000 to hit that. So please give what you can. But no, it's going well. I mean, we're at $1 million, and we're now paying people. We're now entering into contracts. We hope to start filming in October in Serbia. We are filming in October in Serbia. We're signing contracts. We're hiring people.
Nice.
So it's going ahead, and we're confident we're going to raise the rest before filming. So it's a tight schedule. It's important that we make, but it's really important that we make this film. We're going to film it in Serbia because obviously Hunter did a lot of his shenanigans in the Ukraine,
Europe, yeah.
in Eastern Europe, and Serbia has a lot of attractive women, has a lot of strip bars, and no movie.
I'm a fan.
No, no movie about Hunter Biden would be complete without strip bars and beautiful women.
Thank you.
So it's we're definitely it's going ahead, and America is going to know the truth about Hunter Biden, and they're going to know it through a movie. They're going to sit down and get a really, really funny, entertaining movie. But at the same time, they're going to learn a lot.
Right. I think that's the most important. And, obviously, as you stated earlier, you don't want to be chasing the news. I mean, it's got to be, a full-fledged story. So, no, there's going to be some stuff left out. And obviously, I have not been involved in the script. However, if you need some help, Phelim, you call me, no problem. I'm here for you. But I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait. I know I have to, and I can't wait. And I'm excited to see what you put in and what you take out of the movie. But it's a little disheartening knowing, right? I mean, it's Hunter's got to just be sad. I mean, he's not Bo, and he is the bag man. He's just the guy that is the middleman between him and his dad, and he's just living off of that, right? I mean, it's not a happy life.
It's not a happy life, and the media actually, interesting enough, are helping him, are not helping him. In the sense they're helping him prolong this illusion that his artwork is art, that the 500,000 he's going to get for the paintings are appropriate, are normal. He's moved house. I mean, I went when he did the book. I mean, this is a guy who wrote a confessional memoir but wouldn't take tough questions. and because the media wouldn't ask him tough questions. So I went and asked him the tough questions, and when he wouldn't answer the doorbell, I went out on a kayak in the Venice
That's awesome.
Canal, asking him with a megaphone, and he moved house. He said because people would come and ask him tough questions.
Yeah, he doesn't live there now, right?
That's right. He's moved to some secret location.
Yeah.
And Hunter, like honestly, what were you doing in Venice? First of all, like there's more drugs in Venice than than my local pharmacy. I mean, it's like everybody's local pharmacy put together. I mean, it's the last place in the world you go if you want to, if you want to move on with your life. But anyway, he's a secret location somewhere. I think it's in Malibu. No one knows just at the moment where he is, but he's been kind of maintained in his illusion, in his denial that his art is worth what people say it is. I mean, he's a first-time artist. It's on paper, not even on canvas. I mean, this is not worth. I mean, obviously, I mean, the people have spoken. $100, $150, $200. Somebody said $300 or $400, and depends. Who painted it. They said it depends who painted it. I could pay up to $400 if it was a known artist. I mean, the idea that this is worth $500,000 is it's corruption. It's media corruption,
and it has to. And look, and to have again media corruption, to have the MSM say and try to make the case for keeping purchasers anonymous for that's being transparent is that's damn near a crime in itself. I can't believe that they're allowing that. They're trying to make that sale that by not telling us is transparency. It's just agonizing.
It's complete nonsense. Also, like in the real world, right? So you want to bribe the Biden administration, and you buy your 500,000. Hey, it's worth $1 million. There's a bidding war.
Whatever. If you can get it, that's what it's worth, right?
Yeah. So you pay $1 million for your painting, but it's anonymous. Hunter doesn't know who it is. The Biden. Then you go on your Instagram and Facebook and say, "I just bought." You're not obliged for any secrecy. It's not. Just say, "Hey, look at this beautiful Hunter Biden painting adorning my Kazakhstan mansion or my Ukrainian mansion.
Right?
Isn't it wonderful?" Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Hunter Biden, Joe Biden. There's more where that came from.
Right.
I might adorn every wall in my 500-room Kazakhstan mansion with Hunter Biden paintings, right? That'll be 500. So the buyers are not bound by confidentiality, right?
Right.
Right. All they're saying now is that Hunter, the dealer won't tell Hunter, the art dealer won't. The art dealer, your mind went there. I never said anything. The art dealer won't tell Hunter who bought it.
Right.
So that preclude the person who bought it telling the world.
Correct. Phelim McAleer, mysonhuntermovie.com. So what are we're looking at shooting in October, right? Is that for the movie?
October 18th is when we start.
Fantastic.
But we need people's help actually, to make that happen. mysonhuntermovie.com. Your people have been very generous, Jeff, all along, and really are the base that are making this happen because they're tired of being lied to and tired of being treated like fools.
Yes.
Oh, we're being transparent. Nobody will know who bought the paintings. Like, what kind of work? I can tell everyone who I bought a Hunter Biden painting just by going on Twitter tomorrow. It's a joke. I could put Hunter Biden's painting behind me and everyone will know. It's a joke.
Come on, that painting is much too good to be a Hunter Biden painting.
It's a nice
painting behind you.
Nice painting.
Phelim McAleer, mysonhuntermovie.com. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll talk again soon. Be sure to invest. It's tax deductible. mysonhuntermovie.com. Phelim, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. That's right. 501c3. Thank you very much. Bye.
Absolutely. Be safe.